some information about me as a teacher. Give you a little bit of background on my teaching career. This year looks, of course, way different. And if it doesn't go as planned, that's okay, because doing all of this helps keep my sanity, if that makes sense. So first of all, I want to start out with, I have taught, I think this is my 14th year I'm going on teaching. At the same school. I started off in first grade, loved it. I taught first grade for 7 years, and for those that know me already know this, but those that don't know me, I love to research, I love to read, and I love personal goal settings. And so, and I also love data a lot. And I believe data is extremely important in education, but that's a whole nother thing I'm not gonna get into. Anyway, so my principal at the time asked me, for my 7th year of teaching first grade, if I would try out 4th grade, which is a testing grade. I was very hesitant because I loved first grade, loved it. And I still think it's one of the hardest grades to teach. Anyway, he reassured me. He said if I didn't like it, he would put me back into first grade, which I don't think that would have happened. I don't think it was possible. So I gave it a try, and I actually loved 4th grade. I was teaching math and science. And in 4th grade, math is a tested subject. And so I studied the TEKS, and this I don't know, people may not like to hear this, but the TEKS are what is mandated by the state of Texas for teachers to teach. And if you teach the TEKS, they will pass the state or the STAR test. They will. It's not hard. The test is based on the TEKS. So if the teacher teaches to the TEKS, not to the test, teaches to the TEKS, which technically you are teaching to the test because the TEKS is what's being tested, blah, blah, blah. I go into it. You will do great. Now, there's different styles of teaching, like teaching how, just teaching straight to the test is just giving release questions out, we read, we choose a multiple choice, da-da-da-da. That's boring. But there's other ways that you can teach that are exciting and fun. Moving into a testing grade, of course, my personal goal, just for myself, I knew it was probably nowhere reachable, but I wanted to get 100% passing. I didn't want one of my kids to fail, but I also wanted to teach in a fun, loving way. So I worked hard. I had 33 kids, and you're about to see why I love data. I had 33 kids at the time in my 4th year of teaching who took the STAR test. Loving group of kids too. They were so sweet. We got along really well. We did all sorts of partner work, independent work, projects. It was great. And my 4th year of teaching, because my goal was to get 100%, and usually that's not possible, but why not try to go for it? I got, I'll show you, 100%. All 33 of my kids passed the Math STAR, and the amount that mastered, and I think mastered at the time was a 90 or above, I think, was 39.39%. So I'm just gonna round it. 40% of the kids that I taught math got a 90 or above on the STAR test. Anyway, so when I met that goal, I could not believe it. And I honestly felt, I'm gonna be honest, what do I do next? I still wanted to teach, but that that drive, that data it was fading away. I met the goal and I really didn't know what else to do. I didn't really have another personal goal. So I decided, and I'm a mom of 3 kids, and I talked to my husband, that I wanted to step down from teaching, that I thought I might want to be like an aide or something. I just needed to take a break. And by no means, this was not stressful, it was fun, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. I still wanted to teach, but my drive was gone after I met that goal. So I don't know if I resigned or I stepped down. I'm not sure what you call that. I didn't resign because I stayed with the district. I guess I just wanted to step down, and I thought I wanted to be like an aide. So I go to a different campus and talk to the principal, and everything seems great, and I can just tell like something's off. And I'm good friends with that principal. Something's off. She kind of tells me, and the whole aide thing falls through. Like, I'm not going to go into detail. It just fell through. So then my son, who at the time was, I guess, a sophomore, goes to Cristobal. My best friend is the assistant principal at the high school. And I always want my kids to end up going there. I went to Wall, so I thought a small school would be great. But I didn't want to send my kids elementary age without me being there. So a 4th grade math position opened up. I was hesitant because I felt like my drive wasn't there, but I went ahead and applied, and boy, I didn't get the job because I didn't know the people, and it hit me hard. And that was a slap in the face. It was hard. I cried. So then I'm stuck with, okay, I'm not going to be an aide at the campus that I thought I was going to be an aide with. I didn't get the Cristobal job. I still want to teach. I felt like I was having a mini midlife crisis. 2 summers ago was hell for me and for my husband. I cried, did everything. So I called my old principal back, and I begged her if she had an opening and to please take me. And the only opening she had was kindergarten. And I always told myself I would never teach kindergarten. They are just too needy, and I didn't want to deal with snot and buttoning pants and crying all the time. I just was like, I don't want to do that. But something felt right, and I was like, I'll take it. And so she took me back, and I taught, last year was my first year to teach kindergarten, and I loved it. Oh, I loved it so much. I had the sweetest group of kids. It was literally a breath of fresh air for me. So that has been my teaching career. I taught 1st grade for 7 years, was asked to move to 4th. I did, taught 4th for 5 years. Met my goal, didn't know what I wanted to do. It was a roller coaster ride then. And then I got a kinder position, and I'll be teaching kinder this year as well. So I just wanted to share, I guess, my teaching background. We'll talk to y'all later. Oh, I keep forgetting this. I'm supposed to say, please subscribe if you have not subscribed. We'll see y'all later. Bye.